Today's episode is brought to you by Mazars. SoundCartel. Are you always running late for work or work with people who do? Do you struggle to say no? How do you plan for the unexpected? Well, it's all about strategies for time management. From SoundCartel, I'm Nicole Goodman, and this is Business Essentials Daily. You'll know the old adage, fail to plan and you'll plan to fail. Well, planning is a big message from productivity expert Les Watson, author of Get Back an Hour in Every Day, who last week offered us many different time management techniques to help ease the pressure of working life. Well, he's back with more suggestions, and he starts with meetings. And we all know how frustrating they can be.
Meetings, the bane of a lot of people's lives. Meetings have, for me, three things to do. Start on time. How many meetings have we been in that don't start on time? From there, finish on time. And finish early so that it allows the person coming into that particular meeting room or for people to go off and do their next meeting the opportunity to do that. So there's two things. Start on time, finish on time, and have an agenda. You'll find that meetings are a lot more effective if you have an agenda and you can hit the points you need to hit along the way. So there's three easy ones. And the last one would be try stand-up meetings. What, no chairs? Yeah. Stand-up meetings are really effective because people go, I need to sit down. Yep, as soon as we finish this meeting, and people actually move the meeting along so that they don't have to stand up.
You're a great advocate for planning the day the night before, aren't you? Why is that?
It has twofold benefit. The first one is if you are in the day and you're about to finish, you can plan the next day. You can also capture some of the things for the next day to go, oh, Heather, we haven't planned this. We need to make a phone call right now. And if by capturing it the day before, you don't get there at 8:30, 9 o'clock the next day and go, oh, I wish I had have known this yesterday. So that's a great one. And the other one is the opportunity with planning and therefore thinking about challenges for the next day. If you don't have a solution, you have the opportunity to come up with a solution overnight. And how many times have we been sleeping and you wake up and go, there it is, I've got it, that answer. And we write it down and you go back to sleep and that's the answer. Or in the shower, it'll pop in the shower and you go, where did that come from? So that comes out of the planning the day before.
Yeah. Another P is punctuality, Les, and you're a great believer in, or an enforcer of punctuality almost, would you say?
The enforcer. Not necessarily enforcer, but I encourage people to be on time. It shows a lot of courteousness, being polite, being on time in that regard, because it's respectful to honour someone's time. I'm always early. You can kind of set your watch on me. I was here today on time, perfectly on time. And I go, how did that happen? It's just the way I do my life. So with punctuality, can you be on time rather than late? First one is awareness of it, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But then purposefully saying to yourself, how do I get there early? And if I am way early, what can I do in the meantime rather than it being dead space or wasted time? What else can I do? Is it planning? Is it writing notes? Is it following up? Is it a couple of phone calls? So the opportunity for you to not have wasted time, but to be effective and efficient in that space just prior.
Now, I think we're heading backwards in the alphabet now, but I wanted to ask you about saying no, because you do point that out in your book, and you remind us that it's okay to say no.
No's okay. You don't necessarily need to say it to a client, but sometimes our biggest time wasters come in the office or from people that we love. So we need to have boundaries. And those boundaries sometimes come with a no. Oh, can you do this for me? No. And you could be as abrupt as that, or you can say, well, actually, Heather, that's not going to work for me. What I can do is if you leave it with me, I could get to it tomorrow, I could get back to it this afternoon. So it's a boundary issue. Rather than having people romp all over your boundaries and their urgent is not necessarily your important, so the opportunity for you to really own what you need to do in the moment and in the day. And it's not something that you can then go, Les Watson said I could say no to you, boss. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying have boundaries so that you can then go into communication. I understand you think you need it now. I've got something else I need to do. When can I get back to you on this? Could I get back to you this afternoon? Can I get back to you tomorrow? Oh, yeah, I don't need it right now. So that communication opens up the opportunity to clarify when a person needs it.
Should we always allow time for the unexpected?
Well, unexpected happens. The brown smelly stuff hits the round twirly thing. And in doing so, stuff's going to happen in our day. So if stuff's going to happen, how do you allow for that? Do you have that in your agenda for the day so that you're not going from appointment to appointment to appointment to appointment, or meeting and a meeting, or task? Is there a gap in there? So there's a lot of thought goes into, well, maybe I should have a break here, or maybe I should do it rather than every hour. I should bring it back to 50 minutes. And in doing so, give myself that little opportunity. So don't pack your day out with 7.6 hours of tasks, knowing that perhaps something's going to come in and interrupt you. Maybe do 6 hours or 6.5 hours of tasks, allowing for the unexpected to happen.
Les, there are so many tips in your book that will help us manage our time. Too many to discuss. Now, are there any more that you'd like to mention, though, that you think are essential?
If I was to summarise the book, I'd give it an acronym of ALTA, A-L-T-A. So the first thing is awareness. Become aware of where your time wasters are, or how you can be more effective. From there, leadership. The alpha leadership being take responsibility for making change and having the opportunity to do something with it. From there, grab the tools. T for tools, A-L-T. T for tools, what are the tools that you can put into your day, into your week, into your life that will assist you in managing your time more effectively? And the A being action. So ALTA, take an action. What's the action that you need to take today to move your stuff along, as opposed to being a victim to time? Actually be proactive in creating what it is you want to do with the time that you've created.
That was the Time Lord and founder of Get More Time, Les Watson. This episode of Business Essentials Daily is produced by the team at SoundCartel. Thanks for listening. I'm Nicole Goodman. We'll bring you more Be Daily tomorrow. Follow @BE Daily Podcast across social media and head to bedaily.com.au for more from the Business Essentials Daily podcast. SoundCartel. This episode was brought to you by Mazars. To find out more, visit mazars.com.au. That's mazars.com.au.